Come on, big girl, what's the crack? We need you in there. Bring your calf. Come on. Good lass. Good lass. She's got to zip down the side. Come on, lady. Good lass, good lass. This morning, I'll just add this little bit in. That cow that you just saw there running across the yard, somebody, it had escaped in the village and somebody thought it was ours. I wish it was ours. And put it in our yard. So we ended up putting it into the handling system so that the neighbour could pick it up. And Roy said it was an enviable cow. We didn't realise that, you heard me on the video say it's got a zip down the side, and he'd text our friend to say, you know, we've got this cow in the handling system. And he said, yeah, it's an enviable outfit, but it has had 2 cesareans. It was a belting cow, wasn't it?
I'm going to put the arms on there.
Jacob's telling us about his tractor. His tanker.
And then, weights on here, so when you put the big dribble bottom back, it doesn't bounce forward, so it's not working back up.
How big is it?
2.6.
Oh yeah, so it is. It's big, Jacob, it's big.
And then, yeah. It's just, I don't know.
So is that what them brackets are made for?
Well, yeah, you put your dribble bar through them, you see. Put them through there. And then, just put your arms on it. It goes up and down. But it would be a right job, won't it, if you did that? And I've done umbilical outfit and tank with dribble bar one, won't it? When you like the storm trap? Right. So shit goes through there to the rain gun, and then you go through the rain gun.
So there'll be storms in here?
Yeah.
No way. Well, yeah, Leah. But it's fancy.
And then, yeah. It actually hasn't got a front one on that side, it's got one on here. Yeah. But then, this is like other things when people hire stuff.
They draw on it.
Snap, draw, that's an outfit in the fields. Fucking snap in the shop.
This is a map of someone's fields. Yeah. So you're slurrying this one and you're slurrying this one. This is it. We'll clean up that shed today and get that all sorted out, I think. Let me talk to you about the most random thing. Dairy calves, straw, hay and silage. Now I can give you a visual representation of each, to be fair, because there was a group down the bottom near the silage pit, they were fed on silage. There was also a group up here that we feed straw, and the other group that were in there were being fed round bales, as you saw. Now we've mixed them together, not the straw guys, these are here. We've mixed them together and my God, you can see the difference. Like really see the difference. Do not feed dairy bullocks if you're trying to raise them. Don't feed them on anything other than straw and cake. That's it. Because my God, they've done so much better. They're bigger, they're shinier, they're fluffier, they were easier to keep clean. They've gained more weight, the backs look wider. There's a whole world of difference compared to the ones that were on silage that were always looking a little bit miserable. They were always a bit more out. They were harder to keep clean. Just completely different, honestly, completely different. So every day, we run up with a load of straw, just off of Heston, we stick it on the pallet forks and we tip it in. These guys really appreciate it, and you will see in a second how fluffy and white they are. So these kids have been fed on straw. So we've been really busy the last couple of days doing some field work, and we're just today going to catch up on just bullocking up, making sure everyone's clean and tidy, fed. So in here we have had, before we tipped a load of muck, a load of dairy bullocks. Obviously we've been driving and panching about in it. It needs just piling up at the back. This is the second muck shed. Now, obviously, as you can see, I haven't shown you that they've been in there. I've been quite vigilant, should we say, because obviously someone's going to pick up and say, why are they in there? This is the first muck shed. It is only just coming full, so what we've done, moved the calves out of there. They were just using as extra storage. It was basically an empty shed that was doing nothing. So it just gave them a little bit of extra room. But they've now moved up there and they're in the cubicle shed. So the reason why I didn't show you what I'd done is because these were put up, the legs and the roof, none of the concrete, the legs and the roof were put up on a grant to cover a muck shed, a muck midden. So it's a covering of a midden. Now they want you to do this for several reasons. Roy's just putting silage in. They want you to cover a midden because the big thing at the moment is separating dirty water from clean water. So what they want to do is they want to stop water going through the midden and running off and getting into the water courses. That is a massive thing. So when you look at grants that they're putting out, say for instance this isn't on a grant, but say it was on a grant, they would put this over here for you. They'd pay for the steel legs and the roof, none of the Yorkshire board or anything, just the steel legs, the roof and the gutters, because they want to stop water running on your handling system that's had cattle in it and then that running down here and running off into the field. That's the idea. So as a farmer, it is an advantage for us because basically the water isn't running through this. I've got a bit of a cold, you have to excuse me. I hate being serious with you. It's just not me, is it? So basically, you can see how this shit is completely piled up. This is basically why I wanted the Merlot, to be honest. So we could pile this right up in the, right up in the sky. Like Roy said, we've gone to the top of the walls. We should have concreted a bit higher. The water is not going through it, so it's not making it sink. If this was open, this would not pile like this. It would literally go blur, and it'd just be a big puddle. And also, the water would run through it, wash all the nutrients out, and that'd end up going down a drain, which is not what we want because we want the goodness on the land. We also want to spread it at a more appropriate time of year when the land benefits from it, not when we're desperate. Because in the past, you've seen, we did not have proper muck storage. And we were basically dumping it on a concrete plinth and putting it in the muck spreader and taking it out of sheer desperation because we had no more room. And we had to muck out and we'd have to empty the spreader before we mucked out. The whole thing was absolutely horrendous, but needs must. And like several people keep reminding us, Rome was not built in a day and these things do take time. And it was people like the fella on Twitter that had to go at me when I said we were spreading muck on Christmas Day. It was frosty and we were spreading muck because we were desperate. We had no other choice. Like we want to be spreading muck on Christmas Day. To be fair, we did. But he said, what nutrients is the land needing at this time of year? Please do tell me what crops you grow in. It's a bit like, we're so much better than you. Mate, you can't do everything. You cannot possibly do everything. As soon as you walk onto a farm, it's not just going to snap your fingers and everything's going to be perfect. And as well, large infrastructure like this, and like the big shed, and like the roof that goes over the handling system itself, it all costs mega amounts of money. So if you're wanting people to improve, the grants are there to be accessed by anybody. I texted Tom Pem the other week and I said about should I or should I not share about the robotics grant coming through? And I was like, is it opening myself up for, not a bollocking, but opening myself up for criticism because we've accepted a grant? And he was really funny. He said to me about Orange Wednesdays at Odeon Cinemas, and he said, would you get someone who will go to Odeon Cinemas and say, no, mate, you're all right, I'm not going to make use of Orange Wednesdays, I'll pay for 2 full price tickets? No, you wouldn't. And that's the same with the grants. They are there for everybody to access. And if you don't access them, that's your bad luck. That is your bad luck because anybody can do it. So that is why I did not show you the calves next door as much. I did a little bit, but I didn't make a point of it because that is the second muck shed. Now, obviously, it is the second muck shed and you'll see that it's going to be used as the second muck shed. But it was just, in the meantime, it was empty, and what was the point in not utilising it? So back to muck, this can now be spread at a more appropriate time of year. This could be spattered on after first cut so that it gives the land a little bit of boost before second cut, but to be fair, we'd be putting slurry on, not this. This can be left to rot down and mean that next year we've got absolute rocket fuel here because we all know the price of fertiliser's gone through the roof and a load of muck's probably worth 200 quid. So I am a millionaire. Like, seriously, look at this. So from an environmental perspective, this is a lot better for the environment because we are spreading muck when it's needed, not when it's desperate. And we're also stopping the rain running through it and washing, you know, all of the nutrients that we need, but also that are bad for watercourses if put on in large volumes, down, you know, into the gutters and into the streams and stuff. So it is win, 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 win. It's crazy. So yeah, that is the story of the muck sheds. What's this ladies walk around? Where are you guys going? You have no business down here, other than getting run over. So I'll put in a video here of Crackenthorpe, Roy's dad's house, and I'll put the midden there. That is a concrete midden with concrete walls, but with no roof on, and I'll show you the difference. Same silage is being fed because we fill the trailer here and take it there, and I'll show you the difference in the middens because it is startlingly different compared to what it is here. And now I can show you. The only downside I could see to having calves lower, because there's a drop, is I had to fill all these holes with what's that stuff that you put in the glue that they use in concrete panels. I had to fill them with that, and then at one point my glove got stuck, so I thought, oh, let's do it. I'll take my glove off and I'll just lick my finger and do it, and then it got all over my hands, and then I was stuck, and then I had like white spirits on my hands. Like the whole thing just went Pete Tong, it really did. So yeah, the only downside was the run. Can you see? It really wasn't that bad latterly, but before we realised, it was very much running. So yeah, this is the other side of the muck shed. So all this here, we'll just push it all to the back and we'll start again. And then we'll use them alternate years, obviously, for which one you spread and which one you don't. So yeah, it is bloody handy muck storage. It really is. And like Ollie said, you know, people usually have tractors in the sheds, but round here, in livestock farming, which is a different thing altogether to your arable, the big thing is environmental impacts, and for livestock farming that is your muck and your slurry, and that is what they're really concentrating on. Obviously with arable it's very much your fertilizers and like soil runoff and all that, and ploughing near rivers and things like that. Like farming environmentally just seems to be common sense, containing your waste. On a windy day I can't close this door. Whee! So we have just had, hello chicken, how are you? So we've just put iodine on his navel, he or her, I've not looked yet. Very snazzy. And I've also thrown some on his or her back, just to get that little bit extra in, because we're extremely deficient. Very healthy, very happy. Right, I'll leave you to it, lady. Put it in a carving box. Happy, happy, happy. Good times, good times. We are gonna just disput some very young calves. Lovely. I won't show you, it's not palatable. I'll show you them all, happily skipping out to the field afterwards. This is an Angus calf, and as you can see, it has no horns whatsoever because it is polled. So it just needed a tag. It can be sent out here and we'll send its mum out and it can go to grass. The drama. I'm videoing this because it's making good viewing light. Oh, ladies. Oh, what did that telegraph pole ever do to you? Favourite game when we're in the field? Ruin everything that isn't grass. Yeah. Obviously the floor needed a bit of a, like, the sheep do not know what has hit them. I don't know whether they think that the cows are going to feed them or, yeah. They don't seem too impressed though. Excuse me, get out. Listen, I'm trying to turn you out and you're not having any of it. Go on, get out. Go, ladies, go. Yeah, 2 to go. 2 to go. So sheep have had it. She's going to be having them. They will not be in the same field very shortly, trust me. The sheep and they'll all come running through to the top field, but meh. It's not perfect. So this is the window at the top of the stairs that you see me walk past. Oh, the sight of cows outside. Yes, life. She's still evil in me from all the way out here, you know, that cow with the white face. Oh, this is stunning. Oh, that's nice. A better view, honestly. Thank you so much for watching. It was a real short one tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're mowing. Now that's exciting. I've already got the video. I'm trying to pace myself. Does that make sense? Away, I'll see you tomorrow.
Give me